How to fix your launches. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So this year, a lot of people that have been launching for many years and done multiple launches before have found that it's been difficult to hit the same sort of numbers that they've been able to do with previous launches. And I know that with that, there's a lot of people saying launches don't work anymore. Oh, it's all over. Oh. Well, let me tell you now, if you've been following me, you'll probably know that this year has been the year that I've had my most successful launches. And there's three things that I'm going to cover in this video to help you understand why I believe in the same year most people seem to be struggling with launches, I seem to be having my best launches. Let's dive into it. So the first thing that we've got to establish is what used to work isn't guaranteed to work again. So the overriding thing that I would suggest to anybody with an online business that does launches of different services, products, programs, courses, memberships, the thing that you've always got to think about is regularly testing, tweaking, getting feedback and doing market research to figure out what is it that people actually want and need right now. And that's the key thing that I recognize that I think a lot of people have missed is they found a formula that worked, say 2 years ago, they rinse and repeat that same formula, but they're not consistently looking at how to adapt and change that formula based on where people are at right now. So if you want to make sure that you're hitting the numbers you want to hit in your launch, here's the three things that I recommend you take a little bit of a deep dive into. The first thing is your audience, the second thing is your presentation, and the third thing is your offer. Let me go through these. First and foremost, your audience. If you're not getting the numbers that you want to get in your launch, let's just roll it back a second, because remember, really, at the heart of it, launching is a numbers game. And it's been estimated that approximately just 15 to 30% of your email list will actually opt in for your free launch event. So if you're doing a free challenge, a free webinar, masterclass, summit, something like that, you can expect in the region of 15 to 30% of your email list to sign up for that event. Then it's estimated that between 1% to 8% of those people who sign up will actually buy from you. So the first thing that you need to look at if you're not happy with your results from any recent launches that you've done, or indeed if you're about to embark on your first launch, is really establish what is the revenue goal that you have for this launch? How many people do you need to buy to hit that revenue goal? And then when you work it backwards, when you understand around 15 to 30% of your email list will sign up to your free challenge, and then around 1 to 8% are likely to buy, the question is, have you got enough people that know you exist, that are in your world, that are on your email list to begin with? This is the first fix that I see most people can make with their launch, is they're launching prematurely. They haven't invested enough time into the visibility, into the audience growth, into getting more people into their world. So do the maths on this, work it backwards, and if the math ain't mathing, you know that before you do the launch, you need to spend more time on audience growth. Okay, so fix number 2 is around your free launch event, your free presentation. So there's kind of 2 parts to this. The first part I would suggest you look at is the free event that you're doing actually something that your ideal client wants and needs? Is it obvious what it is that you're doing? And is it aligned with the thing that you're selling at the end of that free event? They're the 3 things I want you to look at, because what I find with a lot of people is their free event actually isn't that interesting, or if it is, the title isn't that clear, or even if those 2 points are right, that people do the challenge, enjoy it, but then what they're offering as their paid service isn't fully aligned with what they were getting for free. So all 3 of them are things that I would recommend you look at and just identify, can we make some improvements? For example, I recently did a 3-day challenge for my membership launch. We were marketing it as a 3-day visibility challenge. Then it dawned on me, not everybody will understand what visibility means. So we changed it to the 3-day audience growth challenge. And with that, we had the tagline of 3 days to grow your social media following and your email list so you can start to be the best known in your industry. And we did a lot of marketing around the importance of becoming more known, growing your email list, so that it was really, really clear what we were doing. But also we know it's something that our ideal client really wants help with. And then the offer at the end of it was to join our membership. Well, the promise of our membership is to help you grow your business, help you with your networking, help you with becoming more known. So all the way through, there was this clear line that made sense to our ideal client and was aligned with the offer at the end of it. Now, that's the first thing about your free event and your free presentation. The second thing then is about what you deliver for free. Now, this is the big mistake that I've seen a lot of people doing. As somebody who has signed up to a lot of free challenges, a lot of free masterclasses, webinars, and so on and so forth, one of the common themes that I'm seeing in this industry, in the nicest way possible, is they're just not good enough. They're just so average. And I think a lot of people are just doing average free events because they see other people doing average free events and that becomes the standard. But what's happening is people are getting bored of investing their most precious, valuable asset, which is their time, into free stuff that actually doesn't do that much for them. So what I would say to you is this: if you're offering, for example, a free masterclass, irrespective of the fact it's free, make sure it's actually a master class on the thing that you're saying you're going to teach. I think as an industry, people just need to start to look at how they can improve the quality of what they're doing. From what I'm seeing, usually you go on these free masterclasses, the first 10-15 minutes is just a big waffle brag fest about how amazing the person is, what they've achieved, telling you about their journey and all the amazing things they've done and how incredible they are and blah, 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 blah. Then they give a tiny little bit of value, but just really basic stuff, in which they then proceed to go, it was just like my client, Bob, who achieved X, and my other client, Sandra, who also did Y. It's not really a masterclass. It's just one long sales pitch. I don't work like that, and I don't teach my clients to do that. So this is the second part of fixing your launches, is make the standard of your free event much stronger, much better. Genuinely give value. Genuinely try and help. A lot of mentors say that you should teach the what they need to know and the why they need to know it, but not teach them the how they actually can apply it. I disagree with that completely. Teach the how. Give them as much as you can physically give in that allocated time. And also, feel free to make your masterclass 90 minutes, 2 hours. There's a lot of people saying, oh, keep it under 40 minutes. People haven't got the attention spans. Tell that to Alex Hormozi, who's just had a world record-breaking launch. And I think he went on for, I don't even know how long he went on for. He's probably still going now in 8 hours and hours and hours and hours. And he broke a world record with the amount of sales he made from that book launch. So for me, there's too many people just trying to do things quick and surface level, and there's not enough substance and enough value. So my advice to you is be better than what we're seeing in this industry. Give a lot of value, genuinely prove that you care and you want to help, and make it so that whether people sign up to your paid offer or not, people leave your free launch event going, that was really, really good. I definitely will be at your next thing, and I'm definitely going to say great things about you. And the third one is the offer itself. Just because you've had a program that you might have launched multiple times doesn't mean that that same program with that same offer is actually what people want right now. So I'll give you an example with this. I have put together a mastermind, and it would have been so easy because I can see other people in my space doing similar masterminds that all do similar stuff. It would have been so easy for me to just go, I'll just do what they're doing. I can see that they've got people in there. I can see how much they charge. It's going to be a great higher ticket additional revenue stream into my business. I'll just do what they've done. But instead of doing that, I actually have spent over 2 months having conversations with multiple people who have already invested 15, 20,000 pounds and more into being part of other masterminds. What I really wanted to understand is what worked, why, what have they enjoyed, what's the value they've got, but importantly, where do they feel the mastermind let them down, where they didn't get what they needed. And I said to them, if you was going to invest in this mastermind, what would it need to look like? What would you need it to provide? What would you need to get out of it? And from having lots of different conversations at length with lots of different people, there were common threads coming up time and time again from where people feel there was a gap in what the mastermind said it was going to do and what it actually did. By me having these conversations with people and getting clarity over what they actually want and need, I have now been able to put an offer together that I absolutely know people want right now. And immediately we've almost sold out the mastermind, which is a high ticket mastermind. Why? Because I really did my market research and I really spoke to the exact ideal clients that I want to work with to really understand what they actually want to buy and what they're actually willing to invest in right now in this moment, rather than just copying everybody else or selling what I've sold before on repeat. So there you go. Hope you found this useful. Go through those 3 things. If you're not getting the numbers you want from your launches, I can almost guarantee you that if you go through those 3 things in depth and don't just rush them and really look at how you can improve, you might just start to see those numbers creeping up on your next launch.